Rise and shine. My name is Johnny.
And I'm Ashley. And this is the Circle Chit Chat podcast.
And we are here with a very special guest.
We are here with the villain of the season, Anthony. How are you, Anthony?
I'm good. It is very funny to be called a villain, but, I guess it's my own doing. It was self-proclaimed and whatnot. But I'll take it. It's awesome to be here. It's been cool to see everyone's reactions to my gameplay in the audience chat and whatnot.
Definitely.
It was great to watch.
Yeah, it was very entertaining. It was very good.
Well, I'm glad everyone enjoyed it.
Yeah, it was. Also, the video was entertaining as well. It was great.
Oh, thank you. It was a lot of fun to make. Me and my brother just had fun, basically, making it.
Awesome. So a couple of questions we've got. How did you find the Circle online? Like, where did you find us?
I think my brother told me about it. I don't remember. And I was like, oh, they play the game, like, for real? And then I was like, whoa, they actually do. This would be fun. So that's it. I mean, I've only seen the US version. Just because it's really hard to find the UK version. Yeah, but, I mean, I don't know. I don't have an interesting story for that or anything.
No, that's totally fair. And you came in as yourself, which was, highly entertaining and awesome for us. But did you consider being a catfish? And if so, who would you have been?
I didn't really consider being a catfish. I feel like I was playing really hard to begin with, so I feel like if I add the catfish layer on top of that, it'd be like really hard. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I don't know. If I were to catfish, I would have been. Would I have been? I would have been someone like really like average. Like I feel like the people who are like really buff or like really hot. I feel like it's really obvious that they're a catfish. I don't know. Someone normal. I don't know. I don't have a good answer for that.
That's totally fine. So we can tell that you're a big fan of Survivor. What Survivor player are you most like and why?
I think I don't want to spoil anything for anyone who hasn't seen or whatever. But I would say I feel like I'm most like Cochrane. From I think season 23 and 27 or something like that. I feel like I'm most like Cochrane because he's, I don't know. I find Cochrane relatable. He's really awkward and whatnot. I don't know. I relate to that. I feel like his arc as well is kind of similar to mine, just through my life. So once again, I don't want to spoil it, but those are good seasons. I love Cochrane. I think he's an underrated player.
Cool.
I'd go Cochrane.
I have no idea who you're talking about, but that is fine.
Fair enough.
Hey, so we have some other questions. Did you regret making such a big move so early in the game?
That is a tough one, let me tell you. I think I really found myself in a really big advantage at the beginning of the game because I was in both alliances, which is why I found myself number one those 2 times in a row. Is because I was in each alliance, I assume. I was kind of screwed because I had to betray an alliance in order to move forward. I think I could have played it a little bit better than I did. But I don't regret that move. I mean, it made it way more fun. So I don't regret anything, really.
That's cool.
It was very exciting, really. It was...
Yeah, I'm almost disappointed now that I'm out because I feel like I don't know. I looked through some of the journals or the diaries. I didn't really read all of them yet, but I'm still kind of going through it. But I feel like not everyone is trying to play an honest game and everything. And I don't know. I think that's kind of boring personally, which is why I think it was more fun to play the villain. I guess.
It's always fun to have one. So.
Yeah, you always need a villain.
Yeah.
Of course.
Was there anyone that you were surprised by after you read their diaries, whether it was their strategy or internal thoughts or anything?
Like I said, I haven't read all of them yet. I don't know, nobody really shocked me or anything. I feel like my guesses were right. I think everyone knows that or knew that Jason was a catfish, and I don't know. So everyone else seemed pretty real to me. Yeah, I kind of was hoping that someone would be like super huge, like big strategist, and it was like playing a flawless game or something, and like, they kicked my butt. You know what I'm saying? That being said, I think Andy made a pretty, I don't know, his move against me. I feel like there's cases for it and cases against it. You know what I'm saying? I would have definitely done everything in my power to get him out, knowing that he was coming after me. I really couldn't tell if he was coming after me or not. Like, I had a hunch. It was more of a gut feeling than anything else. And like, I was in my diary, I was like going all in on these theories about like what Andy was thinking or if he was coming after me. And it kills me that he was that I was right and that he actually was. Yeah, man. And Susanna was after me too. That didn't necessarily surprise me, but I thought Andy was going to be more in on it than her. Yeah, but I also found myself in a tough spot at that point because Ashley did not believe me. It was horrible. I was telling her, look, Andy is coming after me. He was like, no, you and him are my number one and two. And I was like, God, Ashley, please, for 1 second, please just think strategically. Which killed me. I love Ashley. She's great, but that was too bad. I was in a tough spot because that was the only PM I had that day. I really felt like I needed to contact the newer players in order to mount an anti-insurgent force or something against Andy. That did not work out for me. I feel like it could have been a better move for them to take Ashley out, just because everyone knows, or at least I feel like at that point they knew that I was a huge snake. And I saw some people commenting I'm like a villain goat because I can't win. And I feel like I agree with that. I think really my biggest mistake. I'm just going on a tangent. Is this okay?
Yeah.
No, that's fine.
We love to hear your thoughts.
Cool. All right, cool. I feel like the game I played was pretty flawed. It was super fun, but very flawed. I think my biggest mistake was at the end when I was trying to eat for my life. I went the threatening path, which I don't think was the right move to make because I really had very little leverage, especially because the rankings had already been done. And like I said something that was like kind of like going down that path, and then I was like, wait a second, maybe I should not say this, and I should just plead for my life, you know. But at that point, I felt locked in, so I just went all in. And I saw people saying like, "Man, she should have thrown Ashley under the bus," and I think that would have been the better move. I should have done that. I think I could have had a chance that way. Of at least staying in for a couple more days, and you know, with a couple more days, who knows what can happen.
True.
True.
I think it was. I should have thrown Ashley under the bus for sure.
Oh yeah, we do have a question kind of about that situation. So one of the spectators has said you were such a great player to watch from a spectator perspective, which is very nice. We were all on the edge of our seats for your circle chat message exposing the A to Z alliance, but you ultimately chose not to ruin the game of your former allies. Respect, but can you tell us what you would have said?
Sure. I drafted up a message somewhere. I don't know. It was something along the lines of Ashley or of Andy and Susanna are big threats. They'll do anything to win the game. Stuff like that. I thought about sending it, but I mean, at the end of the day, it felt like it was just it wouldn't help my game at all, which it felt useless. You know, I'm not really in the mindset of like ruining their game for making a move against me. You know, I can respect the move that they made. So, yeah, I don't know. It wasn't that interesting of a message. It felt like it would be useless. We all know what happened with McCall. You know, after he blew up the circle chat, he got blocked next round. Thankfully for me.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I feel like that strategy is not always something that works. Not that I've seen it a bunch of times, but from my experience at least, it didn't feel like it would at all. So I just was like, nah.
Yeah, Good. So this season is a little bit different in the terms of we have a winner's pot. If you had known about this winner's pot at the beginning of the game, do you think it would have changed your strategy?
Probably not. I feel like, I came in just into the game just being like, I just want to, make connections with people and all that, and then I kind of evolved from there into, all-out war, basically. But I don't know. I felt like I would have made big moves regardless. I feel like, I don't think I would have changed my game, to be honest.
That's good.
Okay.
Cool. And I think we have one last question. Do you know any other languages? / can you try speaking Spanish for us?
I don't know any other languages. I took 2 Spanish classes. I was a horrible student, not just in Spanish, but in all of high school. I was very bad at participating because I was extremely awkward. So I don't know Spanish. I learned nothing. I passed with a D. I think Spanish too. But I mean, I'll say a Spanish sentence, I guess. I don't know. Let me look one up. Let's see. Spanish.
I like this question. It's a fun question.
Yeah, I didn't take Spanish in high school. I took French. So.
I
would feel like. Oh man, I wish I had taken French. I don't know why. I just feel like I would have done better. I wanted to take sign language, but there wasn't a sign language.
French is so hard for me. I don't know. I can't. Spanish was decent to learn. A bit easier than French. But French is not. It's just... French and I we don't get along.
I don't know. This seems really hard. Oh, God. All right. Okay. Here we go. Si pud... Oh, God. Okay. Si pudieras ir una persona famosa por un día a quien elegirías? That's all I got.
Okay, and what is...
Butchered that.
You're a very pretty person for a day.
It's the translation. You could be a famous person for one day.
Oh.
What would you choose?
Never mind.
You were like, I'm surprised you knew that. Oh, that was actually really good. I was freaking horrible at that.
I didn't know half of the words.
Yeah, I didn't know any of the words except C.
But we did get a Spanish sentence, so it did work out.
Yeah, that's it from us. Do you have any last comments or anything you want to say for the audience when they listen to this?
Last comment. I don't know. I'm glad that everyone enjoyed watching me play. I know I made horrible... I mean, I feel like the moves I made are all up for debate on whether or not they were good moves. But, at least it made something happen, in the game. And that it was interesting to watch. And I'm glad everyone enjoyed it. I had a flip ton of fun playing. Yeah, I loved it. I mean, I thought this was a great experience. Everyone was awesome. I hope I can stay friends with everyone afterwards, even if I betrayed half of everybody in the game. Yeah, I just had a lot of fun. So I just want to thank all of the spectators for all of their support.
Oh, that's so lovely. Yeah. Well, we are really excited to see you on the other side where you can watch the rest of the action unfurl with the rest of us. And I'm pretty sure everyone will stay in touch. People from each season tend to stay in touch with at least 1 or 2 people. Obviously, as you know, Tyler and I are gods and we're from the same season. Gianni and I are from the same season. And things like that. So it's people stick together.
Cool. Well, that sounds like fun.
Yeah.
It'd be good to see you around. Thanks for being here.
Yes.
Thank you very much for having me.
All right.
And that was Anthony, the villain of the season.
Yeah, it was great having him here. Time for part 2 now.
Part 2.
Accents and accents.
Yeah, so exciting. My favourite segment. Yeah.
Same.
Cool. So we have one sent in from a player who DM'd me, so I'll keep the identity secret. But they want us to say this tongue twister, because I love giving us tongue twisters, of frivolously fanciful Fanny fried fresh fish furiously.
I'm quite nervous. you did it good. Okay.
Thank you.
I don't even know this word. Frivolously fanciful Fanny fried fresh fish furiously.
Seriously, yeah, good.
Okay, so I'm gonna need you to explain what what frivolously is.
So frivolously, it means like to be frivolous. It means to have like an excess of things. Like
Oh.
I was frivolously throwing my money around because I have so much money that I don't care.
Oh wow.
That sort of
Okay,
thing.
you got it like that?
Yeah.
Oh wow. And another one we have is this is like something you eat. It's not one of my favorites personally because it's kind of sticky. But we're talking about caramel.
Yes, caramel.
I don't know what a caramel is. Confuses me every time someone says that. Honestly.
Yeah, it sounds like someone. It sounds like a villain in a TV show.
I can only imagine like a villain from 101 Dalmatians. Like a dog villain. Caramel.
Caramel.
No, I don't know. Caramel, it's definitely caramel.
Yeah. There's another A in it. Caramel.
Yeah, it's like, when you wrap food in aluminium.
Yes, aluminium.
You're not wrapping it in aluminum.
No
There's a bunch of
aluminum here.
letters.
No
There's a
aluminum.
bunch of letters we're skipping over. So, no, definitely caramel.
Yeah, caramel for sure. Yay.
This was a quick excellent accent. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. We're gonna see you guys in the next one.
Yes. Yeah, we're almost at the end, guys. There's only a couple more blockings to go before we announce the winner.
Yeah, it's getting close. This Sunday, am I right?
Yes, Sunday. Sunday will be the announcement of the season 5 winner and fan favorite.
5 seasons. It went by fast.
It did. To be fair, it was only January that you and I were our very own players.
Yeah, it seems very long ago, but it's not at all. It's like 3 months at this point.
Yeah.
About 3 months.
Wow, that's wild. I feel like I've been doing this for years.
Veterans. Circle vets.
Oh, all right, guys.
Thank you.
We will see you guys in the next podcast. We've got a beautiful sign off now.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
I did not forget our sign off.
The Circle Chit Chat says ciao.
Cheerio.
And
Catch you later.
later.